My name is Ken Burtis, and I'm the acting provost of UC Davis, having just very recently, like last week, stepped in as Provost Hexter, moved up to be acting chancellor. But it is a great pleasure and a boon of the job of the provost to come address gatherings like this very briefly. I'd just like to say welcome and thank you. I think this is a beautiful idea, and the journey is just beginning. Every journey begins with single steps. This is a big step today, moving forward. And I think all of us would agree. So, tea, te, ocha, chai. Is there any more comforting phrase in any language than "shall we have a cup of tea"? Right? Is that not the most beautiful sentiment always in the world? And when you combine that with the interdisciplinarity for which UC Davis is famous in almost every discipline, what more beautiful concept? It's captured right here: culture and science. The campus has strengths in all these areas, and what more beautiful thing could you wrap them around than this idea? So this is a very exciting concept. The provost office has been supportive from the early steps of this process, and we're really excited to see this gathering of people here today, and look forward to today being a wonderful experience and to eventually seeing the fruition of this dream. So again, it's my great pleasure to welcome you this afternoon and to introduce Dr. Susan Kaiser, the Dean of the Division of Humanities, Arts, and Cultural Studies. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ken. I could not be more excited about this initiative and this launching event. First of all, I'm a tea lover. Hot tea, iced tea, it's just my thing. And secondly, as Ken mentioned, it just is so Davis to take a topic and explore it in a truly interdisciplinary way. And I can't think of anything that really brings culture and science and the arts together than tea. So I just want to thank all of you for attending our inaugural colloquium this afternoon and for celebrating the launch of the UC Davis Global Tea Initiative. I hope you're as intrigued as I am with this initiative, and I'm really excited to see what UC Davis's expertise and world-renowned research will bring to the tea industry. We at UC Davis have great ambitions in the area of tea. Ambitions to equal our research and expertise in wine, beer, chocolate, olive oil, milk, honey, coffee. I'll add textiles, and you can dye textiles with tea. It's really fun. So that's another whole dimension of this I'd love to explore. At today's event, you will hear about the basics of tea and people, but so much more. Joining us are the following international experts, and we're so delighted to have them join us. Discussing the purple clay pots, Zisha Ware of Yijing. We have Wing Chi Ip, who will be joining us remotely from Hong Kong. Speaking on tea and its cultivars, we have Dr. Yaoping Luo, who's Dean of the Tea Science Institute at Yezhang University in Hangzhou, China, and that'll be in Chinese with English translation. Dr. Carl Keene, our very own scholar in nutrition and the UC Davis Mars Family Endowed Chair, will be speaking on the potential positive cardiovascular effects of tea. And then Dr. Kristen Surak is joining us from the University of London, professor of political science in the School of Oriental and African Studies. And Dr. Surak is speaking on making tea, making Japan. I just want to thank all of our speakers for coming, and all the rest of you for joining us as well. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Catherine Burnett, who's director of the Global Tea Initiative, who is also the director of our East Asian Studies program and an associate professor of Chinese art history. Without her vision and tenacity, we would not be celebrating here today, and you'll learn more about her enthusiasm as you hear her share her ideas, and it's my pleasure to introduce Catherine.
thank you all for coming. It is truly a thrill to see you all here. And just set that here. For this launching event. We've been working on this for such a long time, and there's a large group of us who've been working together, and so it's just a thrill. Now, before we get going, though, I want to acknowledge the many offices and institutes that have co-sponsored today's colloquium. These are the Office of the Provost and the Office of Global Affairs, and also the offices of the Deans of Humanities, Arts, and Cultural Studies, the Division of Social Sciences, and the College of Agriculture and Environmental Studies, the Confucius Institute at UC Davis, and the Institute for Social Sciences. We are grateful for this support. Each of you should have received a program, looks like this, for today's colloquium, as well as, this is the program, as well as a brochure giving you an overview of our vision, and also a comment card inside there. So on this comment card, if you would please write down your thoughts, comments, suggestions, ideas to help move us forward, and then be sure to drop it off for us in the comment box in the hallway outside. So the Global Tea Initiative for the Study of Tea Culture and Science is envisioned as a way to establish the UC Davis Global Tea Institute for the Study of Tea Cultures and Science. It is a natural progression from what we already do on this campus, as Dean Kaiser mentioned, and this initiative is global. It's global in conception, global in intention, and global in approach. Through this new institute, we aim to study tea of all world cultures and through all the sciences. This means through the humanities, social sciences, agriculture, food, law, business, medicine, health, and more. We have already started partnerships with top researchers and research institutions nationally and internationally. This enhances our ability to work collaboratively with other experts around the world for us and our students. What about community outreach and student involvement? We want that too. With a research and teaching mission, we will offer regular courses and seminars, as well as special programs such as colloquia, like today's event, as well as community outreach programs, symposia, lectures, workshops, and short courses. And assisted by one of our 2 new student hires, we are going to start a student tea club. Yeah, we want you. Rest assured, we will not ignore our home base. We will also collaborate with our local experts and organizations, many of which are here today, and we are delighted to have you with us. We want you, members of the community, we want to engage and make this what tea is, a welcoming space for the study and sharing of ideas. Now, there is more. Our vision extends to including experimental tea farms, functional tea houses where you can get a cup of tea and chat or meditate, and gardens, and an exhibition or museum space. To keep us viable into the future, we aim to have endowed professorships, postdoctoral positions, and graduate student funding, as well as endowment funds for research and special programs. These are the things that will make it possible for us to become the world leader that we need to be. As I said, the vision is global in conception, intention, and approach. There are so many from across the university who've worked hard to make today's event a success, but I'm told that if I list everyone by name, the Oscar Awards Ceremony Orchestra will start playing, and they'll make me leave. So I'm just going to simply thank Charlene Madison and her team in development, Donna Justice, and her team in marketing and communications, and the GTI program coordinator, Lynn Park, who probably at this point is about ready to kill me, for all their many efforts in making today's event and the GTI a great success. Now, there's more. We are grateful that so many of you are able to join us and wish to take now a minute to share the joy with you of accepting some donations that have recently been given to our initiative, and we want to make this a public thanks. As we are just getting started, this means people have confidence in us. We are truly grateful. When I call your name, could you please rise? we recognize Mr. Jerry Simmel. We thank Jerry for his planned gift of Japanese tea utensils and wares and other items relevant to the Global Tea Initiative, the first installment of a larger donation from the Simmel Collection of Japanese Art, which will be used for research and teaching purposes across the departments on campus in the soon-to-open Manetti Shrem Museum of Art. We thank you. We also thank Matthew London. Matthew has given us a monetary gift to help with community lectures and outreach. This gift symbolizes our goal to be a respectful and contributing part of the community of tea, a community built on knowledge and on friendship. Thank you so much. And we also thank Daryl Cordy. Daryl, may I invite you to come to the front of the room, please? Would you like to bring something with you? We're sneaky. Daryl has something very special for us.
I made the mistake of showing this to her, so it's never going to be a surprise. But Catherine, here's your first tea house. Some of the pieces have fallen.
Yeah, I'll be careful. This is a late 19th, early 20th century Japanese tea house made for children to play with. It's actually a music box. It's absolutely charming. And it symbolizes our hopes and dreams to have our own tea house that is functional on this campus. Daryl, thank you so much.
Well, you've got one. Get another.
All right. So, I don't want to bore you, but there is more. It's just important. All right, so at this time, we also recognize 3 individuals who are instrumental in the founding of this initiative. And if I could ask Daryl to stay put right here, Axel Borg to come join me, and then, hello, Wing-Chi, are you, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, stay tuned.
ready.
I'm talking about you now. Don't go
Okay,
away,
thank
you
you.
stay right here. Tim, how about if you stand right here, the 3 of you, or 2 of you, and Wing-Chi from the heavens. So, just as 3 cups of tea transform an acquaintance into a friend, these 3 individuals, Axel, Daryl, and Wing-Chi, were instrumental in bringing this initiative to life. We want to award 3 cups of tea, or rather, 3 teacups to them.
Thank you.
So, this one is for you. This is Wing-Chi's. I've got yours here. Axel,
Yes.
this is for you.
Thank you.
Daryl, this is for you. And if you open them up, you will see that we have a little teacup that says the Global Tea Initiative at UC Davis, and then their monogram initials on the other side. So we want to thank them for this. Let me tell you a little bit of background for this. Axel Borg is a UC Davis award-winning reference librarian extraordinaire, and he should be nicknamed the campus matchmaker. Because of Daryl's interest in Asian art, Axel was the one who brought us together and then brought all the scholars from the science side of campus to my attention for this initiative. Daryl Cordy, world-renowned expert in food and beverages, was the one who, over this lunch organized by Axel, said, "Catherine, why doesn't UC Davis study tea?" Pretty much like that. He is the spark behind this initiative, a great friend and supporter, and has never let our energy flag in bringing this initiative to fruition. This includes opening channels of communication for us to Mr. Wing-Chi Ip and a whole slew of others important to this initiative. And Mr. Wing-Chi Ip, literally Mr. Leaf, that is what his surname translates as. Mr. Ip, internationally renowned tea master, was the first in the tea industry to recognize how important this initiative could be and to support us in getting the word out to members of the tea industry around the world. To each of you, we recognize your continued efforts and goodwill and bestow upon you these small tokens of appreciation. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. We'll save your cup for you, Wing-Chi. All right. Our launching activity is today's inaugural colloquium, The Basics of Tea. The theme, Basics of Tea, is meant to suggest the fundamental aspects of tea and people. Tea and people is all you need for tea culture and society, and for the study of tea as a plant and for its effects. Of the 4 talks, 2 focus on issues of tea culture and society, 2 on tea science in terms of the leaf itself and of its effects on the body. This colloquium has an East Asia emphasis, representing that this initiative grew originally from the UC Davis Program of East Asian Studies. Future colloquia will be even more global in scope. Each of today's speakers will be introduced by a suitable specialist. Tea Master Wing-Chi Ip will be introduced by food and beverage guru Daryl Cordy. Dean Luo Yaoping will be introduced by the plant scientist Dan Parfit. Then our own distinguished Professor Carl Keen will be introduced by his research associate, Dr. Robert Hackman. And last but not least, Dr. Kristen Surak will be introduced by Japanese language and literature specialist, Professor David Gundry. Each talk will be followed by a Q&A session. If time permits, a Q&A session will follow at the end of the whole shebang. After all of this, we're going to go out in the hallway and have a happy reception together. Last words. More information about the GTI is available at globaltea.ucdavis.edu. And if you like, please take out your cell phones now. And you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/UCDavisGlobalT/. Otherwise, please turn off your cell phones and get ready for a lovely event. By the way, speakers, you have 30 minutes. We will give you a 2-minute warning, and we want to get this ball rolling. So Daryl, if you wouldn't mind coming up and introducing our first speaker, and we will start learning something.